Okay, I'll just get everything set up. So posting. Posting links. Clicks and download the live shortly. Oh, we're already live. Okay. God, it's hello Berlin. It's been crazy last few weeks. I'm actually gonna try not to talk too much because I still feel kinda weak. I was caught up in all the Texas cold and shit. And I won't lie, it's a number on my system, but I'm alive and that's what matters. So today I'm gonna look into Project Triangle strategy. Let's slow the volume a tad and up the voices. Yeah, just like that. So I hear it's a pretty interesting pre-release. I mean, it's a year in and shit. So, oh, interesting. They ramped up the difficulty no less. Spicy. It's kind of like Final Fantasy Tactics, which is its own subset, Fire Emblem stuff, really, but it does have its similarities, and I can see why people are calling it Fire Emblem meets Octopath
On the
Traveler with the
faraway
HD
continent of
2D.
Norzelia, three mighty powers reigned. The Kingdom of Glenbrook, through which runs the mighty Norzelia River, bringing flourishing trade. The Grand Duchy of Esfrost, a land of ice and snow beneath which slumbers rich veins of iron. And in the desert, the holy state of Hyzad, home to the lake from which is harvested the salt essential to life.
Yeah, exactly, Q. It's more like Final Fantasy Tactics Advanced. Honestly, Final Fantasy Tactics as a whole, not just Advanced. And Tactics Ogre. Yeah, that sums it up.
With
They're.
each nation
Mhm.
controlling one vital resource, conflict between these three powers was all too common. Minor disputes and skirmishes gave rise to fierce battles, and before long, the realm was engulfed in a bloody conflict that would rage on for years. Many died in what came to be known as the Salt Iron War.
So every game fax message board ever.
Brought to their limits and facing their mutual demise, the three powers at last negotiated a truce. Peace came to Norzelia, but only briefly. Shortly after assuming power in Esfrost, Archduke Gustadolf launched a surprise invasion of the neighboring kingdom of Glenbrook.
You tell me that guy doesn't look evil as hell.
The might of the Esfrostian forces, under the command of the formidable General of Lora, easily overwhelmed Glenbrook's crown city. Before any could comprehend the meaning of what was happening, the once proud Whiteholm Castle had fallen. Learning of the attack, House Wolfort, highest of the three high houses of Glenbrook, rushes to the royal family's aid. Leading the charge is none other than young Serenoa, who has only just taken over the mantle of lordship from his father.
Oh yeah, that's fair enough. It's a pretty big series, and I personally have more fond memories of Tactics Advanced than the other titles myself, so I get it.
At his side are Benedict, House Wolfort's advisor and a veteran of the Salt Iron War. Roland, the younger prince of Glenbrook and Serenoa's childhood friend. And Frederica, his betrothed, who hails from the very duchy they now call foe.
Oh, that's a spicy setup.
A new war is kindling, fanned by the unwavering convictions held by the rulers of these lands. And though they may not yet know it, Serenoa and his comrades are heading straight into the pyre. Esfrost's forces have breached the once proud walls of Whitehall, and now overrun its majestic halls, leaving only death and destruction in their wake. Like bloodthirsty beasts, they search, eager to carry out Archduke Gustadolf's orders to kill any member of the royal family on sight. With the very future of the kingdom hanging in the balance, Serenoa hurries to the throne room as fast as his legs can carry him.
That reminds me of Fire Emblem's openings in a way. Chapter 6. Huh? 6? We just started. Oh, okay. Not the invasion.
Do they mean to hurt us?
Extra profound. Oh, interesting. They give you context on who's talking.
No such thing, my princess. Not so long as I draw breath.
Yeah, so they like say that's a fantasy pass looking. Game seems to be leaning more towards tactics. Oh, the Division of Love also had. Oh, let us cling together. Yeah, definitely.
Cease your vainglorious theatrics. The city is mine now, and not a soul loyal to his grace still lives. You are all that remains. Not even the Dawnspear can hope to triumph against such odds.
Gustadolf, what a name though.
Talk and talk, but do you have the courage to test your words?
Yeah, they mentioned that as well when I opened up
This is folly,
the
Gustav.
demo.
What madness has possessed you? Is this how you would take revenge for what befell your father?
Nothing so petty as that, Ragnar. The war and all its atrocities should remain buried in the past.
Then what drives you to commit new ones? To tear down the future we labored so long to achieve? Do you think Hyzant will stand idly by while Glenbrook burns?
I shudder to think what ends you hope to achieve by such vile means.
You always did lack imagination. However, not even I foresaw the opportunity this foolish partnership would afford me. As for Hyzant, she shall meet the same fate as your beloved kingdom before long.
Whatever your aims may be, you'll never...
Oh?
Father, are you hurt?
Roland?
Brother?
You imbecile! Why do you return?
Be grateful to see me for once. I wasn't about to leave you to these wolves.
You stone-headed brat!
If it isn't my dear Frederica and her newly betrothed, and you've brought friends.
Oh boy. I love the dynamics right off the bat.
Stand down at once. On the honor of House Walford, we shall not let the royal family come to harm.
So you're the young well. You have courage, if not much sense. I'll give you that.
Brother, what is the meaning of this?
I am sorry for forcing this unpleasant scene upon you, Frederica. I had to take action. Sooner than anticipated.
Just what's the evil emperor dude up to?
Action. What do you...
Listen well. I, Gustadolf Esfrost, do hereby condemn the King of Glenbrook and his agents for their treacherous deeds. Scheming to claim the riches of the Grand Norzelian mines their own. They slaughtered my dear cousin Dragan in cold blood. Most heinous crime. And for shattering the trust between our nations out of malice. I declare their punishment must be swift and final.
So this is the lie you would weave.
Oh, it's a conspiracy.
What mummery is this? Dragan was killed by...
Silence, my lord.
Benedict?
I commend you for delivering the traitorous Prince Roland to me. He too must answer for his crimes.
I get the feeling a lot happened in those 5 chapters before this, and possibly the prologue. Oh, I'm looking forward to this game.
Hand him over, and House Wolford may yet see itself through this unscathed. You are my dear sister's husband-to-be. Bend the knee, and no harm shall befall you.
I will do no such thing. We won't be party to your treachery.
Your father was ever a thorn in my side. You seem intent on repeating that history. However, I fear you will not live long enough to accomplish it. General of Laura, kill them all.
Yes, my lord.
Stop! I won't let you.
Oh boy. Predictable death is predictable.
Sir Maxwell, leave me! Take Roland to safety!
Yes, my lord. My prince, with me.
I can't leave them. Step aside, Sir Maxwell.
My lord, we must flee at once.
But his grace.
Roland, Lord Wolford, there is no saving me. The future of Glenbrook lies in your hands now.
Father!
Oh boy.
My prince, follow us.
Part of me wonders if there'll be a route, but early on we're just choosing to avoid going to the capital, though it doesn't seem like it.
But I... Damn it all!
Hard to tell. I mean, there are games like Langrisser where you have several route splits, especially in the remaster, where there was a major plot point where you could just go side with the Empire, or you're given the chance to side with people, but then just repeatedly backstab them one by one, which it's kind of fun how you can actually have that one ending where you're a sociopath and the only one standing in the end because the bad guy tries taking you. Again, you're the bad guy. But that's a beautiful thing about the morality
Once again
in these
see Cordelia
games.
bathed in blood, Gustavo? Truly, you are lost.
This land has long been lost, Regna. But it need be no longer.
This is where Sir Maxwell would have us wait.
He is readying the boat for our escape as we speak.
A wise decision. No doubt the river is our only hope of getting out of the city alive. The streets are overrun with Esfrosti soldiers. Our foe no doubt searches for us on the other side of this very gate.
Then we wait here and pray for Sir Maxwell's swift return.
Father. Frenny. Cordelia.
And what is she doing with us? She's with the enemy. What? No, I had no idea.
Oh boy.
It was your own brother that attacked the city. If I had any idea he was planning such atrocities, I would have stopped him. I know not what's possessed him.
My lady speaks the truth. We are as shocked and torn by this turn of events as you.
Enough, Hewitt! We can't be clawing at each other's throats with the Frosty army looking to hunt us down like dogs.
My emotions got the better of me for a moment. Forgive me.
Hewitt means no ill, my lady. Her fellow members of the Kingsguard were slain before her eyes.
Ouch.
For now, let us focus on the present. Prince Roland's safety and escape are our main concerns.
Of course.
These are trying times, but we mustn't let emotions cloud our judgment.
Benedict, you stopped me from speaking the truth of Dragon's death. To what end?
He's hiding something.
Gustavo would frame Glenbrook for Lord Dragan's murder and claim it as pretext for his invasion. If he knew we witnessed the truth, our heads would already be on pikes.
He's
It
right.
would seem he still intends to put them there.
because you spat in the face of his demands.
What we know could expose his claims as the treacherous lies they are. If it came to light that Gustadolf orchestrated his own cousin's murder, no one would dare stand by his side.
Yeah, but good luck getting that out.
Indeed. However, words have little substance on their own, especially when weighed against the power and influence the Archduke commands. Your truth would be taken as the pathetic ramblings of a desperate man.
Once again, your wisdom makes me feel the fool.
No, we are all fumbling through these dark times.
You know he ain't wrong.
And acted as the Lord of House Wolfort, and did so admirably.
And yet my actions have put everyone in danger. Father would have known better.
Let us look forward, my lord, not back. There are truths yet cloaked in the shadows. We must survive and see them brought to light. For these truths shall be the weapons by which we lay Esfrost low.
Thank you, Benedict. I promise to do all in my power to see us through this safely. Every last one of us.
I know you will, my lord. Let us await Sir Maxwell's arrival.
Okay. Move around, get item. Can I dash? No? Okay. Let's see the menu. Large HP recovery power fires. Okay, so we got some items equipped. We got some consumables. I want more information on other units. Double force. Oh, so he's like a cavalier from Fire Emblem, where this guy is like the Lord character. And again, this is more like Thracia's 776 knights, which only have a lance, not a lance and a sword. Strategist. No, he's more of a support unit. Oh, that is a fun move. Ooh, that's good. If she kills an enemy, she gets more TP. Oh, that's a D&D name for healing. Oh, that's super useful if you take a time healing. You can only move once, but you can move twice. Huh. Archer, huh? Oh, that's a fun skill. I love these little pastas. And she's in a hawk? Oh, that's not a good passive. Ah, good old tank, huh? Ooh. So he aggroes and then always counters. I like that. A nice mage. So if I stand on ice, which I'm guessing is a passive thing, I get more TP. I see a switch here. Oh, there's a stairway as well. I could use this for the archer, I guess. This mechanism will open the gates. Best leave it alone for now. Agreed. Can I speak to this character here? Yeah, probably. Poor guy's traumatized, no shock there. These angles are kind of awkward and stuff if you want to talk to certain characters. It's a stairway leading down, but I'm going to talk to the others first. Exclamation mark. Is this like a side quest? Oh, interesting. What do it say? Conviction. Three major types. Unity, morality, and liberty. It will not be reflected visually, so you won't know. If we'll switch companions, may choose to join him. I wonder if people will ditch him if he changes the convictions partway through. Like, if he's very utilitarian at first and then changes that halfway through the gameplay as a player choice. Because I know there are drawbacks in, let's say, Shin Megami Tensei, where your alignment swaps ain't exactly the best in party formation, for example, or you don't get an alignment bonus move when you do a weak spot attack. Can I save? I save 10 saves. I don't see anything else glittering in the distance, and I spoke to everyone, so let's go ahead. On to the next step. The pursuers closing Sarno's retinue puts their faith in Sir Maxwell, who has made arrangements for an scapegoat. Recommended level 8. What levels, my guys? 8 on the nose, except for the mage, who's at level 9. Okay. Oh, there's a side quest. I kind of want to see the side quest now.
My lord, please reconsider. Esfrost's numbers are overwhelming. We would only be sending our men to their doom.
I will not stand idly by as the capital burns. Move, you fool! I'll go by myself if I must. I'll make that bastard Gustadolf remember how true my aim is.
It's too late, my lord. Whiteholm has fallen, and the capital has been taken.
Damn it all. Does his grace and the royal family still live?
There is no news, my lord.
Heavens be good. A dream of peace so soon dashed asunder. And under my watch. Your grace, pray live long enough that I might atone for my failure in person.
My lord, I fear there are other concerns. The Esfrosti army may not stop at the capital.
You're not stopping.
Yes. The three great houses might still unite against them. We must prepare for the worst. Raise the alarum. It's time to muster our defenses. House Fox will not surrender without a fight.
I see, so it's a side quest, but really a cutscene, kind of like in Saga Frontier 2, where it shows these little parts of the knights and the royal family. Good old Gustav's early days. I remember those uh, side little cutscenes fondly. Yeah, I don't think you can avoid going to the capital queue. The more this goes on, the more it seems clear that they intended for this. So they can pose a moral dilemma over the
My prince,
prince.
sorry to have kept you waiting. I've managed to procure a boat for our escape. It should arrive anon.
Thank you, Sir Maxwell.
Would that I could have done more. You did well to stand against Gustadolf. Your father would have been proud to see it.
Let's save the pleasantries until we're through the gate, huh? Everyone ready?
We are. Open the gates, Eridor!
Whatever you say, my lord. Here's hoping we can make it through without those bastards on the shore noticing.
Over there!
There's too many of them. We need to turn back.
I'm guessing this is the tutorial fight.
Give it up! There's nowhere to run! Damn it! They've shut us in!
Is this it? If this is where I fall, I'm taking these Frosty bastards with me!
Oh, come on, you're not gonna phone the fucking tutorial.
Don't be so quick to throw your life away, my prince.
Yes, we haven't lost hope yet. The boat will arrive shortly. We only need to fend them off until then.
Can we do that?
I fail to see why not. If you lend us your sword, that is.
As if I would do aught else.
Form around the prince. Protect him.
The prince is on the bridge! Seize him!
Oh boy, both
They
flanks.
pour from the castle like rats. I shall defend the rear.
Oh, is he gonna conveniently drop out a party and go help with that? Because he seems a bit stronger than the others. So I'm guessing they do that so he can be plot powerful later. Positioning and initiative. Attacks from behind your foe from the high ground will deal greater damage. Yeah, so it's not like Fire Emblem where you have player phase and enemy phase, it's an individual level. So if Roland falls, it's over. Let's change the positioning as needed here. I want more information on the enemies. Because this guy looks pretty good. Let's see, so they are behind the thing here. I'm guessing they're gonna draw the bridge if given enough time or something like that. Oh, I see a green unit. Maxwell almost died for me on this map. Oh jeez. So he ain't that powerful, huh? I also see the stairway. Yeah, the enemy took over a position in the higher ground, so he can be an archer. You're gonna save here before the fight. Let's begin. Oh. A quietus. What is that? I do not have enough. I see, so it's an arbitrary point system thingy. Well, you are a level higher than the rest of the party. We're definitely expecting good shit from you. So weapons need repairs. Okay. Yeah, it makes sense these NPCs aren't working off the bat in the demo version. So we have some consumables. I'm gonna take one and then take one of the other. Anything else I can do in here, or is that it? Yeah, there's nothing else. So we begin. He's strong, but numbers can be overwhelming at times. Well, yeah, there's a bunch of them. Okay. Let's change unit placement. Now, what's the archery range on this guy? Oh, 4 squares, and he gets passive bonus ice. But that means he's weak to fire. So if I were to use a fire mage, which I do have, let's begin with the initial positions and see where it goes.
The gate to the drawbridge is shut tight. We must find a way to open it, and quickly.
There should be a mechanism nearby.
Leave our pursuers to me. Open the gate, whatever it takes.
Board the boat from this drawbridge and make your escape. Defeat all surrounding foes to ensure safe passage. There's gonna be an enemy ambush, let's be honest. Break through the gate and capture the drawbridge to make your escape before the enemy surrounds you. When moving friendly units, some squares with the color purple. That means the squares within enemy attack range. If an enemy is able to attack a friendly unit next turn.
I will end this.
I want to see details on Maxwell. Oh, he's level 14. Man, he's good. But yeah, I can see how even he would struggle against a whole bunch of mooks. Okay, so you gotta select a square and then... We're gonna take cover. I see no need to move twice this turn. Face this way. Oh, swordsman's coming my way. Okay. They'll put me in range, but it's a damned if you do, damned if you don't situation. We're gonna have to... Oh, I see. They charge up. 61.
This battle is ours.
This could be risky. Let's hope I blind them. Yeah, I'll step over here.
I shall try my level best.
Strategist would be within a bunch of enemies' range. Spice it. Let's play the defensive, because I know Roland has to stay alive.
Splendid.
is not an option.
These guys have moved. Okay, that's base damage. Oh, that's pretty good.
On your guard.
I'm gonna swap my position over here.
I shan't hold back.
Maxwell's standing, guessing he's waiting for the enemies to arrive.
I shall do what I can.
Okay, that's our healer, but no one's taking damage yet. I'm gonna end my turn with her in this position.
Come at me!
Shield bash.
Now then, to work.
I don't think the wall of ice will be particularly useful at this point in time, but I'm just gonna move and then end turn. Yeah, move, turn, end for him.
Let me show you what I've learned.
Oh, this is gonna be nice if I do the taunt combined with that.
We'll get him yet.
So I move twice, I can hit this guy twice. I'm gonna leave the blinded guy and focus on the others. Though that would put me at a higher risk. I think I'm gonna take the risk.
Together.
Oh, perfect follow-up attack. Hell yeah.
The hunt is on.
Okay, so I can finish the other guy off there. Since he's only got 1 hit point. Overkill much? Oh, nicely played.
I shan't hold back.
Maxwell, what are you?
That went well.
I struck true.
For the honor of House Walford.
Man, that could have been EXP for us, but he took it. Now that reminds you of Pent in Fire Emblem 7. That EXP sponge is helpful, but he can definitely suck up what would be yours. Oh, he's gonna do a rear attack on... Ooh, nicely played. Reinforcements are coming.
It's the prince! Seize him!
Quickly now, before more arrive.
I shall do what I can.
We're gonna have to move forward and quickly.
Come at me!
If I taunt... All enemies in range for 2 turns, but that's not within range. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go here. Do shield move. Well played during that flanking, though. She didn't move last turn, so she can move this one.
Die already!
It's for life.
Now then, to work.
Still sufficient, huh? Okay, wall of fives. Right here.
For victory!
I can have him move here.
Be gone!
Exploiting weaknesses. When choosing an action, I will appear over enemy units that are particularly susceptible. Attacks from behind, do critical hits. Yes, I experienced that myself. Yeah, so it's all about the positioning, huh? Now, I gotta make sure I don't get into the archer's range, or that's gonna be catastrophic. If I go here... No, not within range. We're gonna advance carefully, though. I'm probably playing too defensively now that I think about it. I see those guys are weak to fire. So is the archer up there, so this works out.
I see a path to victory.
Okay, we're gonna bulwark on Serenello.
Our victory is assured.
I shall protect you.
Oh no, he broke my ice wall. You fool!
Not an option.
You fool, I set that up for us. Jesus. Okay, so we're gonna have to advance because the enemies are not gonna advance. Oh, this is gonna be spicy. Oh Jesus, the archer can get to there. Oh, it's not that much of an increase, despite the high ground. Take cover. Extra turn, skip.
For victory!
Okay, Roland, you're gonna go over here. Oh, the lens has... Interesting. Any enemies in 3 squares along the way? Oh, if I lined the enemies up, that would be fantastic, but I don't think I can do so right now.
The hunt is on.
Wait, I would be hit by the archer if I stand there. I'll be hit from there. That's not safe either. Are there any safe spots for her? Well, I mean, I guess this is one. But then I cannot target the enemies.
Shall we begin?
Oof, though. That definitely did have blowed my strategy when he did that move and killed the ice wall.
This will be of great use.
Come at me!
Still not within range to taunt. Let them come closer.
Now then, to work.
Can I cast Wall of Ice again? Yes, I can. Okay. They're gonna reach him anyway, but if I take a few steps back, they'll be within range. With one of them. they could flank me. Okay, this is a more favorable positioning. Then just turn 180 degrees, so I'm not critical. Oh, oh Jesus! The enemies get that advantage too, huh? Hello, JA. Well done. Although you did open yourself to being flanked.
Let us pry out their weakness.
Oh, and if he uses some healing, but then again, she's on cover, so... What moves does Benedict have again? Raises and analyzes strength and edge. Yeah, I'm gonna use Bulwark again, just in case... Eridor doesn't have Bulwark, okay.
We'll get him yet.
Easy.
Allow me.
Do I have range? No, I do not have range. But I gotta get closer. I'm gonna give a flame shield to this person here, Hewitt.
This is wonderful.
Forward.
I'm gonna focus on the archer first. And if I go around here, I can delay his turn so he doesn't move immediately after me, while also keeping my rear safe. And then I can go here and do a double move, killing the guy effectively, because I can move twice. Yep, that did it. Oh, I like these mechanics. They're pretty neat. So the archer's gonna make their move. Oh, Jesus. Loot. Fallen enemies will drop loot. So if I go here, I would get the loot, huh? That guy is not giving up his back. That means I cannot... If I had someone on the other side...
Here I come.
I cannot approach too much though, or I'm gonna get yanked. If I go here, the archer can get me. If I go here, the archer can get me. Jesus Christ. If I go here, the archer can still get me. Oh my god. Okay, I'll move here and end turn. Not favorable at all. Oh, bash and dealt damage to the others. Wait, but he left his... He's wide open for an attack now.
That went well.
Cool heads shall prevail.
Yeah, if I go here and turn end...
You won't beat me.
Knock them back 5 squares. I wouldn't say that's favorable. I'm gonna stand here, then hopefully I get an extra attack.
I see a path to victory.
I'm gonna have View get the cane, but first... Let's see, who has low HP? Roland could definitely use that.
Ready for more.
For the future of House Wolford.
Now then, to work.
I'll just keep blocking, which is a shame because I'm pretty sure he could be good DPS if he were given a chance. But we gotta be careful with all this. Oh, I see Maxwell in danger. I better hurry. No, I could get double criticals if I do this. And force him to sleep.
Victory is within reach.
Oh, it worked. Perfect. So they're not gonna move next turn.
Victory is within
Oh, they woke up. I see. And I learned Surmount. Let me check that. Move to an adjacent space. Square with the height difference within 15 units. Okay. I should be able to... I gotta open the gate and keep things moving. But that would mean sitting duck to those two guys, but we ain't got much of a choice. We gotta keep going.
It's open! Go!
I knew that would happen.
Don't let them escape! Capture the royal family! Kill any others who stand in your way! Protect the prince!
No matter how many come, our blades will keep them at bay.
They've overrun the bridge already. Very well. We cut our way through.
Yeah, we're gonna have to tank and spank.
Allow me.
That will deal collateral damage. I don't want to do that. We're gonna move forward. Oh Jesus, that's not looking good.
It's not over yet.
But we're gonna have to keep moving. HP recovery pellet. Activate.
I'll try this.
And then positional.
The hunt is on.
Okay. I'm gonna have to take a gamble on this one. Swordsman's going for the prince. Oh Jesus, more fun.
I must hold firm.
Oh, Maxwell can no longer be flanked. Perfect move on his part.
Pry out their weakness.
So I gotta stand here to get the loot. Okay. Oh no. Oh, that's not good.
That's it.
Shall we begin?
Okay, so the healer... Who can I heal from this range? Nobody. Okay. And turn facing that position. At this point, we gotta charge forward and quickly get down.
That's it.
Oh, Crest. He really is in trouble. He's weak to ice. I think this is not going to backfire, but we'll find out. Exploration, trial and error is everything in games like this.
Defeat is not an option.
Gonna have to eat this guy off.
This ends here.
To lead, I must grow.
It's not over yet.
Man, these fights are taking a while. I find it pretty interesting.
The hunt is on.
No range. They're going for the healer. That's clever. They're probably gonna go for the archer because, for obvious reasons, really. But
This is wonderful.
I'm gonna fast forward through these animations at this point. Flame shield counter.
I must hold firm.
Roland's in trouble.
Let us
That
try
went
out
well.
their weakness.
Oh yeah, this is not good. I see, and the enemy is gonna move after. Ooh, did I lock myself into a lose scenario? Oh,
But not quite. Do now.
let's see. What can I use in this turn? A large HP recovery pellet would be nice, but I'm still kind of in danger if I stay here. So if I move back and use the pellets...
I'll try this.
The hunt is on.
So I'll have to be within range for this one, okay. Oh, I should have critted, that's right. Forgot.
That's it.
Oh yeah, max link last thing.
Oh, careless of me. For the honor of House Walford.
Cyrano can stall these guys for much longer either. We're gonna have to take a risk
Shall we
here.
begin?
Now, Verland needs healing.
My apologies. You won't beat me.
If I provoke, I would only get one enemy. But I can knock it back. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. That deals a little extra damage on the other guy.
Time for some research.
Oh, book bonk. I do find these attacks funny. When the mage has to deal physical damage.
That went well. My lord.
Let me show you what I've learned.
Oh, Jesus. If I go here, I'll attack both enemies at once. That's one down.
I must find a way.
Cane Wap wouldn't be very effective. But if I move there, I'll get flanked, reared. Okay.
My turn. Die already. Look at me learning. Me too. I won't lose.
Time to take flight.
Okay, so if we deal physical damage, we'll deal that much. If I move here, I could... one square back. Oops. That did not blind them. Shadow String Arrow. I got a new ability.
Forward.
Okay, that guy's gonna flank us if I'm not careful. But I can delay his turn.
Oh, careless of me.
My spear goes in.
Oh, Maxwell's done. I was not expecting him to
Shall we
die.
begin?
Okay, so I gotta take care of Benedict this turn or things are gonna go south.
My utmost thanks.
if I do this, I'll provoke them. That does leave me open to being flanked, the rear, but if I do it strategically, I can get them to move towards this square over here. Okay, I'm gonna have to build another wall 5s. Ah, crap, that enemy over there, I cannot do so. Unless I change the arbitrary placement of the wall. That still won't do it. So I'll have to be over here. Let's think this out. Like this.
This is quite the discovery.
I shall try my level best.
Okay, so those guys are aggro towards him, which means I better give him bulwark.
We'll get him yet. I won't lose.
And then I can hurry through here. Oh, this is gonna be nice.
Take that. Yes, I grow ever stronger. Yes.
Just like that.
Die already.
The hunt is on.
Okay, so only that guy is aggroed. Deal physical damage to an enemy and have a chance to immobilize him for 2 turns. Let's try out this new move then. Oh, I gotta move a bit to do that. Where can I stand to do the move? Here? Oh, leg lock. Perfect, so he cannot move. But his range is only 1, that means I can do this then. Oh, I'm starting to get how the system works.
We can win this. I will do what I must.
Oh yes, now we're talking.
For the honor of House Walford.
Now I'm gonna take a step back, so I'm within here. All I gotta just stall, so... Ice Wall's working.
You've done it now.
I shall do what I can.
Yeah, fight's won. At this point I'm just gonna use a healing spell to gain EXP on the healer.
I've been waiting for this.
And then he's gonna be pushed back, who's then gonna counter there. Victory. Perfect. So that's how the engine works, huh? Follow-up attack, leg stab, 3 units. Well, I wasn't expecting Maxwell to fall. That was not at all what I was thinking would happen.
The boat arrives. Come, with speed.
Prince Roland, will you leave your brother unavenged?
Nani?
You!
That's a trap. Don't fall for
Leave
it.
this place. The Archduke will be content with your father's head.
Never. Esfrost will answer for its crimes today.
Your Highness!
A shame. You might have lived a long life.
So long as I stand, you'll do him no harm.
He ain't standing, he fell in combat.
My prince, you are responsible for more than just your own life now.
Would have laughed at the rest of how Matt would kill Roland. Oh yeah, that would be a lost condition.
And must be the beacon others look to when the night is darkest.
But he was facing the front, and I don't think he would have
My
killed.
friends of House Wolfort, I leave Prince Roland in your care.
Let me go!
Release him to me, and there may be mercy for you yet, Maxwell.
'Tis you who should be seeking mercy.
Must you do this? Very well.
That worked. Somehow.
You were only toying with me at the tourney.
Only a fool shows what they can do when the stakes are so trifling.
I could not have said it better myself.
He's got a trump card, huh? Oh, that's a Dragoon level jump. With AoE. Holy shit.
How do you still stand?
You were this realm's fiercest warrior, Dawn Spear. But today your sun sets, and a new age begins.
Oh, she's got to lace up her sleeve. Plus AoE. Interesting choice. Did he throw himself into the river or something? Oh, that backfired. Not too happy with the load times on this, but I guess it cannot be avoided.
And so it was that the once proud kingdom of Glenbrook did fall. Esfrost seized control of the Crown City, threatening to bring the surrounding domains under its iron yoke. Now the Archduke's army marches upon House Wolfort's stronghold, where Prince Roland is being sheltered by his loyal friends and allies.
Your most honorable siblings, Lord Thalas and Lady Erica, have arrived, my lord.
Thank you for the escort. You may go now.
If there is anything else that you require, anything at all, you need but say the word.
In that case, I would have a bottle of the realm's finest wine and a serving of fresh fruit delivered to my quarters.
But of course, milady, I shall have the servants fetch it at once.
Ever eager to please, isn't he?
I believe the word you're looking for is sycophant. Congratulations on bringing Glenbrook to its knees, brother. It's a thing of beauty, what you've accomplished.
He just criticized the guy for sucking up, and now he's doing the same to the big evil guy.
Seeing to that fuss outside the castle walls?
Of course.
The other domains are putting up little in the way of resistance. Lord Telior trembles in his seat within the stronghold, and Lord Fox was oblivious to what was happening until it was far too late.
How easily the three great houses of Glenbrook break under your iron boot, brother.
Wolford is the last to hold out, but Avlora will deal with them. Prince Roland will be in our hands before long.
Speaking of royalty, brother, I would have thought Cordelia would be dead or rotting in jail.
Oh, that's an interesting way for them to mention jail. That's the British spelling. I know Final Fantasy XIV does it too.
But here she sits on the throne. She looks less a vanquished princess and more a queen.
That is precisely what I would have her be.
Whatever do you mean?
Once things have calmed, I shall assume guardianship over her and have her crowned. A few days hence, Regna will be executed. I've already informed Patriat as much.
So the wise and benevolent King Regna meets his end at last.
Father.
Oh, he's a stupid little shit.
Subjects of Glenbrook, I am Gustadolf, Archduke and High Commander of the Grand Duchy of Esfrost. Hear my words. The sins King Regna has committed against us, and against you, his own people, are grievous indeed.
They're cheering him on as they kills their own king. Oh my god.
Decades have passed since the end of the war. In the years since, we have all done what we can to rebuild our nations. The opening of the Grand Norzelian mines was to be the dawn of a new age. An age where our three nations would work together for the peace and prosperity of all. But King Regna spat in the face of that glorious dream.
Cough, cough, bullshit.
As our engineers worked tirelessly to put success within reach, your King Regna schemed in the shadows to seize control of the mine for his own profit. And when Dragan Esfrost, my dear cousin, and the man tasked with overseeing the mine's operations, became aware of this plot, King Regna had him assassinated in cold blood. In doing so, he betrayed not only my own nation and the holy state of Hyzant, but you as well. The very people who were to share in the wealth the mine would bring. And so we were left with no choice but to march on Whiteholm Castle and put an end to Regna's treachery by force. Our actions were born of a righteous duty to avenge Dragan's murder and this odious betrayal of this historic accord between our nations. What say you, King Regna? Do you deny these charges against you?
I do not.
What? Why is he accepting?
But I beg of you, spare my children.
Subjects of Glenbrook, your traitor king admits his guilt before you. The punishment for these crimes is death. Off with his head!
Roland, Cordelia, the future of our kingdom is in your hands now.
Oh, I see the build that they're doing. So this is why there's such a big deal about sparing Roland or giving him in.
Just days after the fall of the Crown City, King Regna of Glenbrook is beheaded before his subjects. The death of this kind and benevolent monarch plunges the realm into confusion and chaos. With the king perishes an all too short-lived era of peace, and in its place, one of bloodshed and turmoil.
Let's see some side cutscenes.
Whatever is House Telior to do, with King Regna gone, we must find a way to preserve ourselves. fool. Will no doubt fight to the bitter end. But House Fawkes alone is no match for the Grand Duchy. Yet if House Wolford were to fight at their side, they say Prince Roland is in Wolford's charge. If this is true, there's a good chance they will join the fray. Or will they? The Wolfords may choose to ransom the prince to Esfrost, in return for amnesty for their own domain. If it comes to that, Esfrost will either kill the prince and princess, or use them as their pawns, and Glenbrook will fall. Bending the knee to Esfrost may be our only hope if we are to live to see tomorrow.
That's an interesting behind-the-scenes look at how those side kingdoms see the whole big old conflict, even though they're not directly part of it. I like that. It's more world building and more setting up for what's to come. Let's see how things are unfold.
Your Grace, House Fawkes has failed you. I have failed you. High House, damn it all! When you needed us most, we were not there to answer the call. How did we not see what they were plotting? How did we not know to go to your aid? But no, cursing our fate will not bring you back to us. We must focus our efforts on the one who might yet save Glenbrook from downfall. We must protect Prince Roland with our lives.
Yeah, how the hell did he get so blindsided that he didn't see the big evil empire invading your country's capital until it's too late? In my opinion, that doesn't add up. Maybe there was some subterfuge in intel. I don't know if that's a plot thread they will expand upon, or if it was expanded upon before.
Minister Sorsley. What is it this time, Booker?
Oh, I do like that kind of voice acting. That's a pretty nice touch.
We've just received word that Esfrost has launched a surprise invasion of Glenbrook. Whiteholm burns as we speak. What's this?
Guardian of Salt. He looks like a salty bastard himself.
The Crown City has fallen. King Regna was beheaded, and it is said Crown Prince Franny also perished in the fray. Prince Roland has fled to the domain of House Wolford, with the Grand Duchy's army in close pursuit.
Goddess forbid. What could the Archduke be plotting? And what did the others think of the matter? At any rate, I must speak with His Holiness at once.
Minister, if I may assuage you, I propose that perhaps this situation may yet play to House N's benefit.
Our benefit, you say? Indeed. Indeed. You may have the right of it. My dear Booker, whatever would House N do without you?
What the fuck are they plotting?
Send a raven to His Holiness. Tell him that his faithful servant Sorsley would humbly beg an audience.
Oh, of course.
At once, Master.
That's why he looks like an evil guy from the context menu. Any other side cutscenes available at this time? No? Okay.
Lord Serenoa! Oh, thank the heavens that you're safe.
It is good to be home.
Castle Wolfort is the most impregnable stronghold in all the kingdom. You will be safe here, Your Highness.
Thank you. I can only hope Father and Sir Maxwell are safe as well.
Yeah, someone else can tell him that one.
Benedict, there is news.
I mean, that works.
What's the matter, Benedict? You look as if you've seen a ghost.
Your Highness, my lord, pray try to remain calm. His Grace was beheaded at the Crown City not bells ago.
Father. No.
Roland.
I can only imagine what you're feeling now, Your Highness. But I fear we have not the luxury of grieving. As the last living heir to the throne, there is no doubt that the Archduke will target you next.
Indeed. We must move quickly. I would seek Father's counsel.
About Lord Simone.
Huh? What is it? Has something befallen Father? Father!
Lord Simone, what is the meaning of this?
Is this some plot illness?
He collapsed when he heard the news from the Crown City. Has not opened his eyes since.
Oh, dramatic collapse.
You must be mad. The man was stronger than an ox.
We cannot afford to lose Lord Simone. Not now, of all times.
Come on, he just fainted for shock. He ain't gonna die.
Father! Be strong, Father. This realm still needs you. I still need you. Father. Father.
Serenoa.
Is there any chance he will recover?
Our healers are doing everything they can, but none can say.
I think there's more to them they're letting on, because that's a silly plot-induced coma.
Do not give up hope, Serenoa. The malady will not take your father easily.
Melody, again, he passed out from receiving sad news that his friend died. Come on.
Forgive me, Roland. I can only imagine what you feel now.
That's the fire with the prison. Dead/dying deads. Yeah, pretty much. I already figured out most of the VA in this cutscene. Oh, I mean, yeah, of course you did, show. That's pretty much a specialty. I know some of them pretty recognizable as well, and I'm really liking how they are conveying the characters. It's not over the top, but it's also not meh, you know?
I must stay strong. I cannot allow Father's death to be in vain. You too must remain composed. For Lord Simone. And for those who now look to you for guidance in his stead.
I will try.
Pardon me, my lord. I come bearing a message.
From whom?
The scout we had sent in search of Sir Maxwell returned with this.
The mask.
Sir Maxwell's mask.
Reports have it that it was found near Whiteholm Bridge.
Blood. No. It cannot be.
This mask was all that was found, you say?
The bridge was all but overflowing with the bodies of the fallen. It was not possible to ascertain all of their identities, and the swift course of the river thwarted any efforts to search further.
Oh, I'm sure he lived. You know how it is. Fake your own death, come back. I mean, guy's pretty strong.
I see. Thank you for the report. Get some rest. You have earned it.
They got Johnny Young Boss to do a stamp right for June 4.
Yes,
huh.
Lord.
Sir Maxwell. You too abandon me now?
It even had the Pro League of Legends player double left in the commercial. Okay, not gonna lie, I'm impressed with the level of detail they went towards.
Oh.
At Gustadolf's command, Esfrost musters its forces at Whiteholm Castle and commences a march on the Wolfort domain. Their aim, to seize in their clutches Prince Roland, the unwilling heir to Glenbrook's throne.
Just a cutscene? Okay.
My lord, the Esfrosti army advances on us as we speak. A missive has arrived from Lord Gustadolf. It says they will stand down on the condition that we surrender Prince Roland to them at once.
Oh boy.
We've not much time before they're on our doorstep, my lord.
Word has it that General Avlora herself heads the vanguard.
Gustadolf's not taking any chances. The scheming bastard.
Summon the War Council at once. We must take swift action.
So I'm guessing they're all gonna vote to give him up.
You cannot be serious about this.
It's all right, Frederica.
Please continue, Benedict.
Thank you. Once more, I would ask you plainly. Do we or don't we relinquish Prince Roland to Esfrost?
I say we refuse. We owe Sir Maxwell that much. Precisely. Sir Maxwell entrusted us with keeping His Highness safe, and we accepted.
There's no place in the realm more sheltered by the terrain than this castle. He is safer here than anywhere. And yet, if the Archduke were to march on us with an army as great as the one that took the Crown City, or, heaven forbid, a greater one,
the natural fortifications of this land would work against us. Our shelter would become our jail.
So you propose that we just abandon him? That we sacrifice his life for our own protection?
Better my life than any of yours. This is my battle. I would not see the blood of my friend spilt in my name.
But see, Your Highness, that's where you're wrong. House Wolfort's the sword and shield of the crown. You go to battle, we go with you. So it's always been.
Enough! I will leave before I see your domain ravaged by fighting. It is the only way. Surely you see this, yes?
I refuse to believe sacrificing any of us is the correct path.
My lord, we cannot allow war to come to the Wolfort domain. Your highest priority must be to your loyal subjects.
You would have me render a decision here and now?
As the master of this domain, you and no other must decide how we proceed.
I understand that, Benedict. Prepare the scales of conviction. I would hear everyone's thoughts on the matter.
I want to see what happens if you sack him. Because I got a feeling they are not going to give up their pursuit of us just like that. But this is the kind of situation where you save the game and then make a backup save so you can come back later.
I will give the signal when it is time to cast your vote. I ask each of you to weigh the matter carefully till then.
Very well, my lord. To our own councils we go.
Interesting. So at present, it's 4 in favor, 2 against it, and 1 undecided, huh? Let's begin the exploration, though. Maybe we can find some items while we're at it. Ooh, an item. I knew you'd find something lurking around. Why would a generic soldier know this, but not the lord of the castle? Ooh, that's a useful item too. Nothing in this house. Oh, item in the drawer. Classic. Is there anything else here? A bounty on the prince. Okay. I imagine the argument for monetary gain will be made, since we can keep the bounty if we hand him over peacefully. But will we do that? Because as it stands, we would do just that, seeing how even the prince herself, not herself, himself is saying to. I think that's everyone. Let's go back to the chamber. We could go back to the city streets if we have any doubts.
Aye, but... Consider this.
So there's something there.
It's no easy thing.
Lord Serenoa.
Lord Serenoa.
Serenoa.
Is that so? Yet.
Shit.
What do you need?
Quite true.
Man, this is deep philosophical discussion of JRPG. I wasn't expecting this.
Good point.
So it's time to vote.
It is time to cast our votes.
We gotta surrender him. At least that's what I'll do for this
The
run.
scales of conviction.
I am so sorry.
That didn't work.
I cannot be swayed.
You won me over.
The scales of conviction will illuminate the path we've chosen.
It's a 6-2 vote.
The way forward is decided.
I bet it'd be a pain in the ass to convince the others, but it can be done.
So be it.
The decision is made. This is the path we walk.
Was there truly no other way?
Roland, say no more. Thank you for sheltering me, my friend. The choice you have made is wise and just. Go forward with your heads high.
I have a feeling this was a artificial choice and that it's not going to be over that quickly. But I do want to see what happens if we take the sacking path over poking the hornet's nest of the evil empire.
House Wolfort surrenders their charge, Prince Roland, at Gustadolf's behest, sparing themselves from the duchy's wrath. House Telior surrenders their land, also buying their reprieve. Lord Silvio bends the knee, declaring absolute devotion to their Esfrosty masters. House Falks surrenders nothing. The last of the High Houses to remain loyal to their fallen king. News of their countrymen's capitulations shocks Lord Landroy, leaving him with a grave choice to make.
The sun's a harsh mistress, ain't she? If she sticks around much longer, my fields are apt to wither from the attention. I'd give my firstborn for a drop of rain.
Aye, and it ain't just the crops what are worse for wear. I'd cry over her a lot, but naught but dust would pour from my eyes.
How pitiless, the caprices of nature. What grudge do the heavens bear to make the poor souls who tend the land suffer so? I would be remiss to let such suffering continue. If fate will show you no mercy, then I shall. You begged for even a single drop of rain. I shall give you more. Behold as I flood this desiccated land with nourishment.
Huh? What's that the lady said? I believe she means to pull rain from a cloudless sky.
Ha! I'd have more luck getting milk from a bull.
You must tell me if you do. We're in sore need of a miracle.
A pleasure as always to see you, Lord. You've come just in time. This lass is about to put on a show.
I am called Izana. Allow me to banish the sun's cruel rays from your domain, that your people may see a measure of succor.
Banish the sun? I wasn't aware it was in the habit of taking orders.
That worked.
Will slap my ass like I was just born. Rain! Honest to goodness, rain!
How did... I've never witnessed a miracle like this.
Izana, was it? On behalf of my people, allow me to express to you my deepest gratitude.
There is no need for such formalities. I seek only to alleviate the suffering of the downtrodden in any way I can. If it is not too bold of me to ask, do you have need of a humble shaman within your ranks? It would be an honor to serve you, my lord. Tales of House Wolfort's magnanimity have reached even my remote village.
Oh, that's an interesting way of inviting a party member.
We would welcome you with open arms, and the honor would be entirely ours. Doubtless we will have occasion to call upon your talents sooner rather than later.
Interesting weather-based manipulation. That goes well with fire and ice mages in our ranks. I like that there's actually a pretty good balance between the mages and the more physical attackers and tanks and stuff. Although we could use a second healer. Does she know any healing spells? No, she does not.
I've brought the prince, Your Grace.
Gustadolf, you traitorous bastard! You'll pay for what you've done to my family! Mark my words!
Easy there, Avlora. We need him alive, after all.
I'm sworn to do all in my power to keep you from harm, Your Excellency.
The boy is overcome with emotion, and who could blame him? Perhaps this will quell his rage a bit.
Cordelia!
Brother! Let him go.
Indulge her, Avlora.
Oh, brother! Thank the heavens you're safe. They didn't hurt you, did they?
I'm fine. I thought I'd never see you again.
Oh.
Let us speak after. Surely the Archduke will afford us that small mercy.
Yes. Later, then.
Prince Roland, you are well aware of the position Glenbrook finds itself in, yes? Your kingdom is ours. House Tellior and House Wolford have both bent the knee. Among the three high houses, only House Folks still proves recalcitrant.
You mean for me to convince Lord Landroy to submit?
Oh, nothing so tedious as that. I want you to order his death.
What?
I'm certain House Wolford would be more than happy to oblige.
Oh, I see the cause and effect.
You're mad! I won't be a mouthpiece to your cruelty.
I know you've only just come into your responsibility, so allow me to offer a word of advice. A prince's first thought should ever be of his people.
What are you saying?
Landroy will not stand idly by for long. When he acts, and act he will, this land will once again be consumed by the fires of war. It is your duty as prince to quench that fire while it is yet kindling, lest you rule over a kingdom of corpses when all is done.
Oh, the plot intricacy is fascinating.
You see that I am right, Your Highness. Give the order.
So, we're gonna be doing to dispatch the one loyal army remaining, fight against our own countrymen. Oh my god, I love this game already. Too bad it's only coming out in a year.
Phallus, enjoying yourself, are you? I do wish you'd learn to temper your vices, brother.
And I wish you'd learn to live a little, sister.
Oh my god, did she walk in on him making
Well
out?
then, what is it?
We leave for the Falk's domain at once.
I thought those Wolford dogs were to do the deed. Why must we go?
You really must use your head more often. The one atop your shoulders, that is.
Oh my god, he was getting a blowjob.
When have you ever known a dog to be obedient without some good measure of discipline?
Indeed. Very well then, dear sister. I shall be ready anon.
They're gonna dangle consequence on us. Does the War Council have a say?
Twould seem the rumors were true, my lord. House Wolford has delivered Prince Roland into Esfrost's clutches, and House Tellior, my lord, they too My lord?
My good man, when you look...
He looks like a good guy. This is a shame.
What do you feel?
It is our home, as beautiful and verdant in reality as it is depicted by a master's brush.
Indeed. It is a treasure, our land. Its safekeeping entrusted to us by His Grace King Regna. May his soul rest in peace. An honor without equal. A duty worth fulfilling. At all and any cost. A duty I will not shirk from. Now or ever.
So we get a guest. I'm guessing it's Roland coming back. Saying for us to kill the good guy who... I love the murky morality themes this game has.
My lord, are you off to battle again?
Aye, by the royal family's decree. And I have need of able-bodied men.
Return victorious, my lord.
Worry not, we shall.
Why, if it isn't the young Lord Wolfort?
Minister Patria, I had not heard that you were paying visit to our domain.
Ah, Lord Wolfort, pray do not concern yourself on my account. My work here is all but done, and it is time I was on my way. I must commend you, my lord, for keeping order and harmony in your domain despite the rather unfortunate recent events. Most admirable indeed.
What a schmuck.
At the end of the day, our duty is to the throne, not to the man who sits in it. In times of uncertainty, we must value order above all else. I would encourage you to remember that.
Yes, I can see the merit in that. Thank you for your wisdom.
Heed it well, and I have no doubt many years of prosperity await you and yours under Esfrosti rule. By your leave, my lord.
He does not look happy, and I don't blame him.
What? Invade the Folk's domain?
Such was the edict delivered to us by the Esfrosti messenger.
Ludicrous. They would have the high houses turn on one another? We should be treating with house folks, not stabbing them in the back.
Doubtless the Archduke has little regard for honor between houses. He views the Falk's land as a fruit ripe for plucking.
One which they would pluck for themselves. Or have us pluck for them, rather.
It's a brilliant plan, really. I gotta give the villains that.
Prince Roland's own hand.
Lies! His hand was forced.
Indeed, by my brother. And if we disobey, the Archduke would have good reason to make an example of us.
Gustadolf wins either way. We're trapped.
It's a Xanath Hills gambit.
Yet, no trap is infallible, my lord. There must be a way to avoid the civil war the Archduke is intent on causing.
Aye, and I reckon Lord Landroy's of the same mind. He's the last man who wants to see countrymen slaughtering each other.
Agreed. But we must...
If indeed it is the land itself that Gustadolf desires, perhaps an exchange can be...
An exchange of what?
Just so. House Telior negotiated similar terms. Far from ideal, to be certain, but preferable to the alternative. Whether Lord Landroy will be amenable to such terms, however, is another matter entirely.
Still, it is our best chance. Let us treat with Lord Landroy.
I have a feeling this is not gonna go well.
Esfrost must believe that we are playing along. Advance our forces to the Folk's domain.
Yes, my lord.
Oh, the moral gray is showing. I love the themes they picked here. But I have a feeling this will not go well.
What news from House Wolford, my lord?
The Archduke has ordered them to march on our domain in Prince Roland's name. A clever ploy, if true. No matter the outcome, Esfrost profits. However, House Wolford claims to have no intention of blindly following these orders. They seek to parley, that we might together find a way to prevent the fall of the three high houses.
How will you respond, my lord?
How indeed. The Wolfords handed over His Highness to save their own hides, hardly an act that warrants our trust. That said, their desire to avoid bloodshed is no doubt sincere, if only to bide time to lick their wounds. And somehow, I suspect there may be more to this stratagem of theirs.
My lord, then you...
I shall grant them audience. Pen the reply.
At once, my lord.
Oh, this is not gonna go well. It's an ambush. Has to be.
Prince Roland has passed his decree. The complete decimation of House Falks is the order of the day. A chilling command, which would see one of Glenbrook's three high houses reduced to bloody rubble. Though penned in the prince's hand, the order was not his own. Forcing his hand was Archduke Gustadolf, a specter over his shoulders until the ink had dried. House Wolford is given the command to uproot their erstwhile countrymen, and with heavy hearts, they march. However, the young Serenoa bears hope. Hope that bloodshed can be stopped. Hope that Lord Landroy can be convinced to see reason. Hope that the day is not far off when the realm will know peace again.
But meanwhile...
Oh, the Wolfords have been ordered to bring down House Falks, you say?
It would appear so. They entreat us for arms and provisions for the battle ahead.
A request we will deny, of course. I leave it to you to concoct a convincing reason.
Consider it done.
I do believe this little conflict between countrymen will play to our benefit. No doubt Landroy will spare no effort as he makes his last stand. Our day draws near, Booker, and we must make every preparation for its arrival.
And so it shall be.
The Falklands truly are the jewel of Glenbrook.
Aye. I don't see Landroy giving him up easily, even if it comes to war.
And that is why we will not simply give them up. We shall negotiate, such that benefits may be reaped by all parties. Lord Landroy first among them. He is a reasonable man, yes?
That he is, my lord. But we cannot hope to make him see reason if we cannot speak to him face to face.
I see, so we can jump up. Oh, that's useful intel. And we happen to have a fire mage. That's what could happen. Oh, maybe we can fix this from up there. Where's the repairman? Maybe I can ask him nicely. Interesting, so this will make the fight easier. I really like that because that's gonna be super advantageous in closing the gap on archers.
As Frosty forces muster at the border, they're preparing to advance.
Esfrost, what treachery is this?
While we were preparing for the parley, they snuck up on us unawares. What shall we do, my lord?
So the Wolfert dogs have already learned some tricks from their new master, eh?
We await your command, my lord.
Split our forces in two. Send one regiment to the border. I shall lead the other to meet House Wolfert in the field.
Aye, my lord.
We'll defend King Regna's gift until the last of us falls.
The history shall know that House Fox did not bend the knee.
That backfired quickly. Another extra party member. Apothecary, that would be an extra healer.
Doctor, we have 2 patients. Both with extraordinary fevers. The Rosellen is unresponsive.
Well, I can't tend to both unless you can give me 2 more pairs of arms.
Let me help. I've just completed my training and I'll do whatever it takes to save them.
Are there no real doctors left? Fine, come. We're losing precious time.
Leave the Rosellen. We must prioritize the believer.
Your Holiness, as you wish.
But the Rosellen will die unless we do something.
Do they not teach the order of things in school these days?
So what if they do? What does the order of things have to do with saving lives?
Not all lives are weighted the same. You would do well to remember that.
Quickly, Medina, these people are dying as we bicker.
I couldn't save him. Orders or not, I was the one following them. It's all my fault.
Where are you going? Medina!
I beg your pardon, Lord Serenoa, but a doctor from the Ministry requests an audience.
My name is Medina. I've heard much about your house and simply had to see it for myself.
What insolence is this?
Stand down. Pray tell, what brings you before me?
It is said House Wolfert possesses a relic known as the Scales of Conviction. Is this true?
It is. We turn to the scales for guidance in times of trouble.
Then, I wonder if they might guide me forward as well. I had a crisis of confidence. A man was counting on me to save his life, and I let him die. I cannot let this happen again. I wish to save all the lives I can, regardless of country or creed. Pray grant me the chance to consult the scales, that I might walk the righteous path.
The scales are merely a tool to an end. They are not a magical window into the future. When decisions must be made, all in this house have a say. We choose as best we're able and strive to ensure we chose wisely.
You mean you strive not to regret your decision?
That is all one can do. Forgive me if this is not the end.
Then, would House Wolfert accept my aid if I offered it, my lord?
If you would serve as a doctor, that would be a boon. For we fear the war shall not end soon.
I would be honored, my lord. I would see what I could do to rewrite the order of things.
Then let us walk the path together.
I am at your service, my lord.
This is handy. Oh, so she uses items. Yeah, that does make sense. Apothecaries, mixers, they often have similar skills. I know in FF5 you have the ability to spread it out, and I know a certain Spoonie board had that ability too. Final Fantasy IV. I'm gonna save here, start the fight, but then I'm gonna end the stream because I'm not feeling that well. And because I've been at it for 2 hours and 12 minutes.
Enough of your schemes, you traitorous dog.
Lord Landroy, what is the meaning of this?
His arrow's already knocked. What happened to manners, old friend?
You'd like that, wouldn't you? For me to give you a hearty embrace while Esfrost cuts me down from behind. Ha! A shameful scheme befitting the cowards who abandoned our prince.
Are you mad? We haven't a clue what Esfrost is scheming.
Lies. I'll listen to the slithering of snakes no further.
We've been swindled. Gustadolf meant to force this battle from the start. Damn it all.
Ash in the wind?
Smoke from the village. The houses burn!
What madness is this, Landroy? You would set your own home ablaze?
And what would you have me do with it? Leave it for Esfrost to pillage and plunder? The only thing those bastards will get from me is an arrow through the eye.
They set their arrows alight!
Landroy, no! There must be another way!
There is no other way, boy. Your treachery saw to that. King Regna, it will not be long ere I stand by your side again.
He leaves us no recourse! Swords!
I knew that would happen. I just knew it. Man, this is a really good game, though. I think I'm gonna play it more next week since the splitting paths and all that. I'm guessing this is the end of one path and then we can start the other one. Smart. So it can deploy 8 units. But we have like 9 units. Thought so. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. That means so Nice Mage can skip conveniently out of the fight. As can a certain flying unit in... Yeah. Ooh, this is gonna be a tough one, but I do know who not to pick. Anyway, I think we'll end it here. It's 11:45 p.m. Thank you all for watching, and you all take care, stay safe, and all that, I guess.